We're going to get to the excitement any minute now. I can taste it. Oh, hello, I can see something on wheels being trundled across a field. It's not a pram, it's something naughty that goes bang. And the Yorkists, of course, have been following the Lancaster artillery pieces because they're heavy, and the Lancastrians are in a bit of a hurry. So the Yorkists are actually currently outgunning the Lancastrians. They've snaffled up all of those abandoned artillery pieces. They've followed roughly the same route across country, which should make up for the fact there's 1,000 less Yorkists, so the storybooks tell us, than there are history books tell us, than there are Lancastrians. It's for Kay, it's for Tim. Too much to take back down. Well, I mean, it's not the one that's absolutely monster. The whole world of pain. Have a care. And the second memorial shot, and I can announce that I believe the archers will now be taking the fields. There we go, so we have the Lancastrian archers coming across. My goodness, we've got a Usain Bolt out there. He had a bit of speed, didn't he? It's the one in the Murray and Azure over there. Ah, so that'd be the Yorkist archers teeing off the... Then he gets... He lost. You can see both sides have got the archers coming on. They're obviously lightly armed. They're very mobile. They can be deployed rapidly, tactically, and they can rain hell from above. Or indeed merely a light shower. You look to your right now, some banners over on the right hand side as I'm standing. I can hear the drums in the deep. Yep. Hang on. Oh look! Obviously has intelligence to take back to Margaret's camp. Of course, obviously feeling the unseasonable heat. The horse there is the famous king, a fine destrier. I believe the very tired Lancastrian army just marching onto the field over to your right.
Those of you on the far right can see the future left army marching on, led by the Earl of Devon, standing in full with his helmet and his family arms, emblazoned yellow and his brave men from the West Country.
Each other. Do it.
Lancaster! To the 1, 2, full house! Lancaster! Come on, baby!
No, yes, please, no. What are yours? I'm just going out, you know, see.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the truly dangerous men of English history. Brave, dashing, aristocratic, splendid. He's a man to watch in the battle to come, the commander of the right wing of the Lancastrian army. This is the man who has tempted Queen Margaret into making a fight in the first place.
Well, we appear to have sound back again. Thank you very much for the crowd in front of me for keeping the shouting going while we were briefly off there. This is the middle flank of the Lancastrian army coming onto the field now. But do keep an eye on the Duke of Somerset. He is volatile. And keep an eye on the water carrier in Brown down there as well. Watch it. Agalogly, Lancaster.
On the left-hand side of the field, the full Lancastrian army of Queen Margaret deployed. On the far side of the field, One, two, I think we're in. We're all good. Okay, and on the near side of the Lancastrian army is the Duke of Somerset's brigade. In the centre is the Queen herself with her son, the Prince of Wales. And the guy in charge of their centre is Lord Wenlock, a grizzled veteran at least once. And so nobody on the Lancastrian side quite trusts him, especially the Duke of Somerset. So these two men hate each other, but here they are, one looking after the centre of an army, while the other looks after the right, the fourth, the army of York, coming on the right-hand side. It's their right wing, which is visible here to the right, led by Lord Hastings, the kind of man I rather like in history, utterly sensible, utterly stable, utterly dependable, rather dull. Rather like the Earl of Devon, really, whom he's about to be fighting on the other side. But I like these unpretentious, nice, regular guys. And here is the flapping of the blue Clarence, who somebody else has already changed sides a couple of times. Rather like Lord Wenlock, they're keeping him in the centre. And now the final part of the Yorkist army is coming into view, on there on the right, dressing the ranks of his men.
Very, very good commander has young Richard, so we want to keep an eye on play.
But they're grouped in what the medieval generals called compact bodies. So everything will now depend upon those three great commanders. You can see King Edward leading forward his bodyguard with their banners. The banners of the main body of the Yorkist army, the centre. And he is coming forward into the centre of thumb, on which he needs surgery. But he still insisted on taking the field today. And the two unmistakable figures, the Queen and the Pig.
There's definitely words being had there, aren't there?
We're lucky the wind is blowing the powder smoke across the field towards the Yorkists to drive back the gunners and challenge Edward's army. And they're moving pretty raggedly, the Earl of Devon first, and then the Prince of Wales and Lord Wenlock in the centre, and with his blue and white plumes, and the royal arms of his family, emblazoned across his broad chest.
I wonder if he knows how far in front of his men he actually is.
Well, I'm complimenting his body. You and I both have some doubts about his brains.
Volatile is the polite way of putting it.
He does, however, have a marvellous moustache.
He does, doesn't he? I'm quite jealous of that. And his men coming up somewhat slowly. Are they? Oh, look at him, look at him. He's raring to go. Just look, he's bouncing up and down on the spot. He's chewing things.
You heard what I said about doing is forming up with the rest of his army. Amazingly, it looks as if Somerset is leading a headlong charge. Doesn't work. He's weakened his own army seriously.
By means of trumpets and drums, what he's doing, so he should expect some backup.
And battle is joined. Those of you suffering from 32 degrees feel to be in plate armour fighting away for us in front of your eyes. And it looks as if so Somerset's units retiring in good order, and the Prince of Wales is leading, Prince of Lancaster is leading the centre of his army into an all-out attempt to break the enemy, and the Earl of Devon leading in his men against Lord Hastings, even while Somerset Devon's division is disengaging now, just as Somerset's did. And even the impetuous Prince of Wales Central Division is starting to be forced back in the centre. The commanders, see, I can see the Earl of Devon's orange-yellow plume like a flame burning away there in the centre. And now the Yorkists are regrouped and the Lancastrian centre has managed to withdraw intact. The Prince of Wales is unharmed and Lord Wenlock is unharmed. And on the Yorkist side, the King is intact. Hastings is on his feet there in front of his men. Young Richard of Gloucester visible there in the Royal Arms on the right with his single white plume. And King Edward's stocky, muscular figure standing there with his royal. He is halting and challenging the Prince of Wales opposite. And Somerset's drawing up his army level with the Prince. What are they going to do? Are they going to try parleying again, or is one side going to charge?
No, I don't think they are. I would put money on that being a charge.
And Somerset's attacking again.
They know the Lancastrians have got maybe 1,000 more men than they have, but that doesn't appear to be necessarily the advantage you think it would be. Have got some mercenaries with them, they've got some maybe some older fighters as well.
What is the problem with these metal barrels? It could be a home your own home. So did you hear about like the maps and the
Where it's Somerset who's out of step, his division trying hardest and longest to break through and being the last to retire. But what those of you along the Lancastrian army is being pushed back, taking ground, which are similar to those of that day on the other, with attack after attack, until the other one breaks first.
Their ingenuity, their competence, their absolute expertise.
This gives the combatants on either side a chance to rest and recover, and the honour of both armies is tested by sending out their finest swordsmen. Society.
Well, he's dead now.
And they're expected to fight and win with skill.
Oh, double hand against double hand, this should be fun. Oh,
Just a bit.
nice belly shot there. And another one. Well, blocked. Falling over a dead body.
My money is on 2 Yorkists, single-handed, in 5 minutes. The Yorkists are now taking the offensive, reckoning that Lancaster's army is now worn down enough. And in goes the King, straight into the bodyguard of the Prince of Wales, as his brother Richard's division more sedately levels their spears and prepares to attack the Duke of Somerset.
Being very well commanded there, very clear, very concise. This young man knows what he's doing. And you're late. What's your excuse? This is incredible.
And the Duke of Somerset has just run Wenlock through. Ladies and gentlemen, the commander of the right wing of the Lancastrian army has just murdered the leader of the centre of the Lancastrian army.
I mean, you thought
This is
friendly
no
fire.
way to conduct a battle. And the dying Wenlock is being dragged off by his men, leaving the centre of the Lancastrian army demoralised, stunned, and in the hands of an inexperienced, if very brave, 18-year-old boy, Edward, Prince of Wales.
Oh, Prince of Wales is having a hard time. He is being busted there.
Both sides. All is happening with Moat Devon and Hastings mixed up. The King and the Prince's men entangled the cellar left hook to Somerset's men.
Now
And
that's
Somerset is legging it. The Duke of Somerset and his bodyguard are now running for their lives. The whole right wing of the Lancastrian army has just collapsed. This is the killing blow.
it's
Lancaster cannot hope to win now with 1/3 of its army running or dead. So what is the end game to be?
well, currently the Lancastrian army is being, as the saying goes, rolled up like a carpet. We know that a lot of the men are running for sanctuary in the abbey. What they don't know is that on a technicality, abbeys are not permitted to grant sanctuary. They don't know that yet. There are men who are leaving the field, who are shortly to be running. Sadly, history tells us a lot of them drowned trying to get across the Severn.
Cat on the far side, I can see that the division of the Earl of Devon is down. The Earl of, I can't see that plume anymore. I see Devon's body and his bodyguard, King Edward, and his men before the rest of Edward's army comes up. Then miraculously, Lancaster can win the day.
It's a true forlorn hope. Will you please make some noise for these gentlemen, both sides?
Going to